Hi everyone, Yasmin here. I'm filming this video today to share a educational activity that I've done with my students. I am currently working with students who have autism, many of whom are nonverbal. So I had to create a math activity or a math lesson with one of my students directly based off of her IEP goal. So what her goal states, or one of the benchmarks of her goal, is that she has to identify, giving a range of 3 numbers, numbers 1 through 10, identify the number when prompted touch 3. So if I had 3 different options for her and I had her touch 3 or had her touch 4, she has to identify that with no prompt or both verbal or visual. So in sitting and developing this lesson for her, I looked at what she was already doing, which was working off of a number line that had a strip where she would Velcro the numbers, and the numbers could be taken off for her to identify. So I kind of wanted to stick to the same thing, but also kind of make it a little bit different. So what materials you'll need for this activity are a pair of gloves, normal gloves, and then you'll need some cups. I have 10. And then you'll need a permanent marker. So what I did is first I took the gloves and I bought them in white so that they're easier to see for the student. But I wrote the numbers 1 through 10 on there for her on the fingers with a big permanent marker. And then I also wrote the numbers 1 through 10 on the bottom. Woohoo! The bottom of the cups. So a couple of the activities that I've done with her. Now again, these are activities for students who have autism and who are primarily nonverbal, but these activities can absolutely be used for just younger students in general, students who are just learning their numbers and number identification, want that extra little practice. So it doesn't have to be limited to that. So specifically what I'm doing with the student is I'm using the gloves as sort of an incentive because she really likes them and she wants to put them on. So that's great. I want to use that to motivate her. So what I'll do is I'll start off by taking all of the cups and stacking them in a row, 1 through 10 across the table, with the numbers facing up, and we'll just use our pointer finger and we'll count. All right, 1, 2, 3, and I'll have her go all the way down with me. Then I'll take 3 of the cups and I'll put them in front of her and kind of pull the other cups away so it's not really too distracting for her. And I'll say, this is 1, this is 5, this is 9, and then I'll have her put her hands down and tell her calm hands, and then I'll say, touch 9. And then she'll go ahead and identify the number. And we do a couple of rounds of that just to kind of get her some practice. Sometimes we'll start with 2 and then bump it up to 3 to kind of just warm her up. And we'll do that for a little bit. And then what I'll do is I'll collect all of the cups or have her stack them back up. And then I will put on the gloves. And so I put the gloves on with the numbers facing away from me so that she can see them. But I would put them on like this. And she finds it super fun because I can wiggle my fingers and kind of get her to do that. But first I'll start with one glove and I'll have her actually touch my fingers as she counts. So I'll have her touch 1, 2, and she finds it so fun to just do that to 5. And then when she's done, I give her a high 5. And then we switch to the other set of numbers and I have her do the same thing. And then when she's done, I give her a double high 5 and she loves it. A couple of other activities that I've done with her after I've gotten her to practice that, I'll go like this. This is 4. And then I'll have 3 choices in front of her with the cups, and I'll say, touch 4. And she'll do the same. She'll look at the number that is on my finger and then identify that on the cups. So I've done that with her. And then once I'm done, I just have her put the gloves on and she can then practice and kind of look at the numbers. Like I said, this activity isn't really limited to students who have autism or students who are nonverbal. I think this is a great activity to do with younger students. Some of the things that you can do is have them put all of the numbers or all the cups in numerical order, so you can practice doing that and kind of getting them thinking about their numbers 1 through 10. You can have them practice stacking the cups in order, so all the way up. A couple other things is you can have them, you know, if you want to maybe write the number on the inside and then use like beads or, you know, cereal to put, you know, for example, 3 in the cup that says 3 or, you know, 7 in the cup that says 7. There's just so much you can really do with it. It's super fun. It's simple. You know, the kids are engaged. It's a great manipulative. So you just got to make sure that, you know, the student you're working with or the child you're working with works well with manipulatives and that, you know, generalizes for them. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. Hopefully it'll give you some ideas. I found some of this information, like I found the idea about the gloves online on my Pinterest account, which I'll link all my links below. So I kind of take bits and pieces and make it work for the particular student I'm working with. So hopefully this information can be helpful for you guys. If you have any comments or questions, leave them below. And if you have a great idea of an activity for number recognition, I'd love to hear that too. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Bye.